Welcome back, everybody. It's Monday night, September 30th, and of course, you've tuned in to CPS News with Jesse and Brent, the news that speaks your language. And as always, I'm here with Jesse. How you doing? It wouldn't be Jesse and Brent if you weren't here, would it?
It wouldn't be.
It would be weird.
Hey, Brent. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing so well. Closing the month of September, very happy and with a lot of information, right?
And some heat. I mean, it was really hot last week. What's going on here?
It was, yeah.
I mean, but we're not doing the weathercast. We haven't added that segment yet. Maybe if we ever go to an hour. But no, it's great to be here. It's great to have you guys with us. But without further ado, because we have an interview tonight, let's get going with the headlines.
Tonight, CPS Evening News will feature a lineup of informative and exciting stories that our viewers won't want to miss. Puerto Vallarta Airport unveils high-tech immigration filters. Will your next trip be just 35 seconds at customs? Major Puerto Vallarta road project nears completion, but will it solve flooding concerns? Hit series Acapulco returns to Puerto Vallarta. Filming begins for an exciting new season. Shocking animal abuse in Puerto Vallarta. Community outraged after horse dragged behind van. Stay tuned to stay informed and find out more about these stories, Laura's leisure list, and more on CPS News Tonight with Jesse and Brent.
Okay, here we go. Now, our first story tonight, Mexico's tourism chief reveals key wins in Puerto Vallarta. Now, how will the new rules shape the industry? Well, here's Corey with the story. Now, seriously, we can't get enough of that rhyme, as you saw last week, but so we don't lose all of our viewers, we aren't going to keep saying that all night, I promise.
Mexico's Secretary of Tourism, Miguel Torruco Marquez, highlighted key achievements as he reflected on his tenure during a recent visit to Puerto Vallarta. A major success was regulating digital lodging platforms like Airbnb, which previously evaded taxes totaling 20 billion pesos. Now these platforms pay VAT, income tax, and in 21 states, the lodging tax. This has generated significant revenue, 450 million pesos in Cancun, 100 million in Jalisco, and 86 million in Nayarit, used for tourism promotion. Addressing concerns about gentrification and the rise of condominium rentals, Torruco emphasized that real estate growth is driven by supply and demand, provided taxes are paid to keep competition fair with traditional hotels. He also noted that his global promotion efforts have repositioned Mexico as a top tourist destination, breaking records in foreign currency and infrastructure investment. New flights to China and South Korea further boost connectivity, while the upcoming Tianguis Turístico in Baja California and Mexico's guest status at Fitur in Spain mark major milestones. With information from Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, Corey Duchateau, CPS News.
Well, those are good news for our local tourism for sure. Next up, a Puerto Vallarta road project is almost done, but can it really fix the flooding concerns? Here's David with the update.
David Zamora, head of Jalisco's Secretariat of Infrastructure and Public Works, announced that construction on the eastern lateral section of Avenida Francisco Medina Asensio in Puerto Vallarta will be completed in 2 weeks. The project includes paving, bike lanes, sidewalks, and urban furniture from Francia Street in Versailles to the Agustin Flores Contreras Sports Complex. However, residents have raised concerns about street flooding caused by the elevated road level, particularly on Ambergo, Merida, and Corregidora streets. Zamora assured that adjustments will be made to fix the water pooling issues. Additionally, SIOP will support the Guadalajara Highway extension and improvements near Las Juntas, close to Puerto Vallarta's airport. These roadworks are expected to finish by December, facilitating smoother traffic flow to Bucerías. With information from Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, David Herchak, CPS News.
So interesting enough, I was just driving down that road yesterday. I'm wondering to myself, when is it going to stop being a shallow river? So hopefully very soon based on that story. Now, many of you might have already seen this immigration update on social media, but if not, depending on your status in Mexico, you might just breeze through customs when you arrive in Puerto Vallarta next time. And here's the story from David.
Puerto Vallarta International Airport has modernized its immigration process by introducing 10 digital entry modules. These autonomous immigration filters, FMA, allow travelers to pass through immigration in just 35 seconds by scanning their passport and taking a photo for facial verification. This technology was launched on September 5th and aims to reduce wait time significantly, offering a faster, more efficient, and secure entry process. To use the FMA, travelers must meet specific requirements. They need an electronic passport valid for over 180 days, must be over 18, entering Mexico as a tourist, and not traveling with minors. Eligible nationals include citizens from countries like the United States, Canada, several European nations, Japan, South Korea, and Australia, as well as Mexican nationals. In just 1 week, by September 12th, 7,338 passengers had used the digital system, compared to only 6,482 passengers using traditional methods. Previously, tourists could expect to wait around an hour, but with these new filters, the process now takes just 4 minutes. The airport's goal is to streamline the entry process for the more than 1.39 million passengers received in 2024. Passengers using the digital filter need to scan their passport, undergo biometric validation, and receive a QR code to complete their immigration entry online. With information from Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, David Herchak, CPS News.
Now, keep in mind that this option is only for tourists. If you're a citizen or resident of Mexico, just continue using the line you've always used for Mexican citizens, which is always short. It's also for residents. If you have any questions about this process, feel free to message us, CPS News with Jesse and Brent, and we're going to point you towards the full details that you need to know. Now, just keep watching our fancy new scroll bar at the bottom of this newscast for the CPS News WhatsApp hotline. Okay, now here's Jesse with a word from one of our sponsors.
Thanks, Brent. Now, don't you love that nice scroll bar? All right, so let me tell you about Cerámicas Exclusivas. Discover them, where their commitment to timely delivery and exceptional product quality sets them apart. Whether you're transforming commercial spaces or enhancing your home, explore their stunning range today. From premium ceramic and porcelain flooring, sinks, drains, and cutting-edge household fixtures, they offer everything you need. Visit their showroom at Federación 390 in Paseos Universidad in Ixtapa, and you can view their unique imported collections. Follow Cerámicas Exclusivas on Facebook or Instagram for inspiration and updates. Elevate your spaces with Cerámicas Exclusivas. Next up, an artist is claiming a construction company owes them money for a mural with possible legal action. Here are the details from Corey.
A group of artists is accusing construction company Parima of owing them 225,000 pesos for a mural they completed on the Mezcales overpass in Bahía de Banderas. Lead artist Javier Cruzado Uribe, known as Chavo, says the project was finished on time, but the company, led by Manuel Velasquez, is refusing to pay the remaining 70% of the fee. Despite the artists going above and beyond by performing extra cleaning tasks not in their contract, Velasquez claims contract breaches related to timelines. Chavo has since taken legal action and is urging the contractor to settle the matter amicably to avoid further legal proceedings. He also warned other artists to be cautious when dealing with Parima due to their payment practices. With information from Israel Torres, Corey Duchateau, CPS News.
So we here at CPS News with Jesse and Brent try to always be fair and balanced with our story. So here we have what I would call the other side of the story. So Parima has responded to muralist Javier Cruzado Uribe, who's also known as Savo, and has complained of the unpaid work on the Mezcales bridges, asserting that the artist did not fulfill his contract obligations. They stated that despite receiving an advance of 120,000 pesos, he delayed the project and faced material shortages and made minimal progress. As a result, the company had to step in and hire other artists to finish the mural, with Chavo contributing less than 10%. This led to an increase in cost by 134,000 pesos, bringing the total to well over 500,000 pesos. Now, Parima is contemplating legal action, citing the artist's delays and the damage to their reputation.
Wow, seems like our very own reality show here with this mural payment. We'll keep up with the details of this story and see who prevails and gets or doesn't get paid.
I'll say it's a little different than the politics I'm used to in the U.S., but interesting nonetheless. Okay, now we have a quick health update from, of course, one of our sponsors, and it's Hospital Hoya. So Hospital Hoya offers primary medical care right in the heart of the Romantic Zone. Hoya Medical Services provides a range of healthcare solutions, which of course include general medical consultations, medication administration, wound care and treatment, triage services, electrocardiograms, laboratory testing, ambulance services, and much, much more. So visit Hospital Hoya Medical Services in the Romantica Zone. For more information, contact them anytime at 322-688-7334. Now, continuing with our newscast, you might have noticed another one of our local hotels has turned pink. Jessie did, and I just told her about it tonight. But, well, that can only mean one thing, right? Bad remodeling? No, it's the return of our beloved TV show, Acapulco. And here's Jessie to tell our viewers all about it.
Oh yes, I will tell you all about it. This is exciting. Filming for the 4th season of Acapulco, the bilingual comedy series on Apple TV Plus, is set to begin this month in Puerto Vallarta and will continue until December. The talented cast, including Eugenio Derbez, Enrique Arizon, and Vanessa Bauchi, will reprise their roles. The series will once again showcase the beauty of Puerto Vallarta, featuring iconic locations like the Barcelo Puerto Vallarta Hotel and the West End Resort and Spa. Acapulco has become a beloved representation of the Banderas Bay region, highlighting its appeal as a prime filming location while promising another engaging season filled with comedy and drama. So there you have it. Acapulco is coming soon.
And I didn't want to make it sound like you didn't know the filming was coming, but you were surprised to know that they painted another hotel pink.
Pink, isn't it? It's cute.
I know. I was coming back from scuba diving, so I had an advantage because we were coming out on the boat, and I was like, oh, the West End is pink now. How interesting. So Acapulco. And last year, I don't know if you saw, but down at the marina, right where our studios are, they had put up all these signs. They said Acapulco. So they really turned our marina area into Acapulco. So it was kind of cool.
This is fun. I got to watch them film one time at the Los Mangos Library, and they have a full cast. There's so many people, to do this filming. So anyways, hopefully you'll get to see them too. And right now we have to go on a quick commercial break because we got to get ready for an interview.
And you won't want to leave because not only do we have the interview, but we have a shocking story. It's terrible, it's horrible, but you're going to want to stay tuned about that horse dragging story. It's terrible. So we'll see you in just a minute. Welcome back, and thanks as always for sticking with us. And this is one of our favorite segments, and it's our interview. And today we're so honored to have Tioshi from the Burnout Clinic. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Absolutely. It's so wonderful to be here, really.
I'm
excited.
Well, it's great. And off camera, we were talking about which side is your good side. Both of them are good. But I know you like that one better.
Thanks,
All right. Sorry. All right. But let's get right into it. I know we only have a little bit of time, and I really want to highlight what you do because it's so important. So you've got amazing credentials. I've read over them. You've got a couple master's degrees in child psychology, industrial psychology. Can you share with us how these fields influence your approach to counseling, especially addressing what you consider burnout?
Well, let's see if I can make this simple. It actually creates a lot of structure having both of those backgrounds. I deal with children on a daily basis. And also pertaining to the industrial psychology, it deals more with corporate. So it's a lot of corporate people who are burnt out trying to get to the top of the ladder, the top of the food chain,
Oh, I understand that. Where were you in my 30 years in the U.S. before I came here?
I was waiting for you.
I know. And child psychology, my wife would probably say applies to me as well. So that's Burnout Clinic's perfect for me. That's perfect. So one of the specialties we were talking about is you do a lot of couples therapy.
I do.
Understand how important that is. And just because we live in paradise doesn't mean couples aren't having problems. But tell us, what are some of the common challenges that couples should be paying attention to that indicates maybe they should come see you?
There are many things. I'm going to say the first thing, which is if you think you need a therapist, you probably do. honestly, the moment you think we might need some help, you need to act on it. So whether or not you discuss it between yourselves or then make the decision to speak to someone else, it's really, really important. As anybody always says, communication is key, but a lot of times people just don't know how to communicate, no matter where they are in the world. There's always this issue and this struggle, power struggle between man and woman. So, yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of man and woman, now, it's true that men have a harder time in therapy. You're always giving them a hard time.
They do. The men always think that as myself as a female therapist, that I'll be biased to the woman.
You are. No, you will be, right?
Not. Absolutely not.
I've seen it on all the TV shows.
I'm the mediator. I'm right in between. That's my job.
You're the mediator, but more for the woman. I'm kidding. No, I mean, that's a common thing. We talked about it off air, but how do you address that? That's probably preventing some of these couples from coming in. The man maybe pushes back a little bit, or is that not really how it's happening?
More and more the men are becoming very open. I call it men are actually taking the time to do their own shadow work now. So men are thinking about things in a much different way than they were 10, 15 years ago. They're much more apt to come into therapy.
Okay, shadow work. What is this mysterious?
Shadow work.
You can't get past
shadow
that.
work, right?
It sounds amazing. What is it?
Shadow work is more about working on yourself. It's what's lurking in the shadows. In other words, things that you're not talking about and you're not bringing to the table. You're leaving them kind of over here, and then things kind of layer up and pile up, and then you have issues and problems, and there you go.
Do your shadow work, man.
Do your shadow work.
So anybody who's hesitant, somebody who's saying, listen, this sounds amazing, but I'm hesitant to do it.
Yeah.
What would you want to tell them right now to make them feel more comfortable and that they should come in?
Well, first off, I have a wonderful consultation program so we can see if it's a good fit. And then the second thing I would recommend is them going online to do therapy. I mean, you can be in the comfort of your own home, your own bed, your own couch, and feel good about having this conversation.
All right, I love that. But you are such a pleasure to talk to in person.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Sadly, we've kind of come to the end, but what I want to do is make sure you have enough time.
Okay.
Tell our audience, please, and our viewers how they can get a hold of you. What's the best way to contact you?
Absolutely. Check out my website, which is burnoutclinicpv.com, and you're all set.
That's easy. All right, so burnoutpv.com. Get in touch with her. Don't hesitate. Don't be like me and be scared because you're a man. You're going to get beat up in there because you're not.
I'm trilingual.
Trilingual,
so I'm here for everybody.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Absolutely.
We'll hopefully see you again soon.
Absolutely.
And now, right back to the show.
That was a great interview. Very good. Really love Tioshi. Now, let's listen to a very pirate message from one of our sponsors.
Well, pirates are always fun and quite the tradition here in Puerto Vallarta with the fireworks every night, all that. But next up, now this story is not fun at all. A community in Puerto Vallarta is outraged after a disturbing video surfaced showing a horse being dragged by a van. We truly hate having to report on these stories, but we hope that shining a light on such cruelty would deter others from similar actions and most of all help catch the person that is responsible for this.
Outrage erupted in the Bobadilla neighborhood of Puerto Vallarta after a man was caught on video dragging a horse through the streets behind his red van. The disturbing footage quickly spread on social media, along with images of the horse's injuries, sparking demands for justice from the local community. Witnesses say a local resident confronted the driver, but instead of showing remorse, he reacted aggressively and then abandoned the injured horse before fleeing the scene. Animal abuse is a crime in Jalisco, and residents are calling on authorities to hold the perpetrator accountable. The horse, visibly exhausted and hurt, struggled as it was dragged, while onlookers watched in distress. So far, there has been no official update on the conditions of the horse or any legal actions against the driver. The community continues to push for justice in this shocking case of animal cruelty. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Corey Duchateau, CPS News.
That was a tough video to watch. I mean, that is just awful and terrible, and we both hope that they catch this person soon. Just reprehensible. But
what is wrong with people? That's horrible. And I also saw online there's a lady dragging her dog as well on her car. Same thing. It's like, what's going on? Is this a TikTok challenge or something?
I certainly hope not. They need to get rid of TikTok. I know. All right. Well, we do have to move on. We're sorry about that story, but now we try to have a little bit of fun with this segment. It's a hard transition, but we love to talk about like what is today in the world. And today, you're so nice to send me these. September 30th is known as Ask a Stupid Question Day, kind of every day for me if you ask my wife. And it's also International Translation Day.
Yes, it is.
I don't understand that, but I need it.
Happy day to me because I'm the translator here at CPS News.
Especially for me, so thank you. Fair enough. Okay, so
another interesting thing about September 30th is that 10 years ago, they found a squid that's 26 feet big. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, you need a translator. I'm glad it's International Translator. I think what we found is a 26-foot squid, but I got it.
There you go.
You're making your way through that, you know. So.
Can you believe that? That's like a sea monster.
I know,
Isn't that so interesting?
Yeah.
This happened in 2004. And it was found by a scientist, of course. So there you go.
All right. So
I thought that was interesting.
Sea monster story. Thank you for bringing that today. All right. So with that, let's go from sea monsters to some fun. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
You know what this is. How do you want to? Let's go with Laura's
Leisure
List.
Get ready for what's happening this week with Laura's Leisure List.
Thanks, Jesse and Brent. Get your calendars and get ready for these awesome upcoming events in Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas. Join us on November 23rd, 2024 for the fashion show and buffet lunch benefiting Toys for Tots Puerto Vallarta at Marina Vallarta Club de Golf. Doors open at 11:30 a.m. and tickets are 800 pesos. Enjoy a stylish show and delicious buffet and support a great cause. Donate a new toy or gently used clothing for a chance to win prizes. Get your tickets at Whiskey Kitchen, Deja Nu, Nacho Daddy, or Extreme Performance. Don't miss this chance to give back to local kids while enjoying a fabulous day. Beat the heat this weekend by staying cool at home and tuning into Asphalt, Puerto Vallarta's local all-English radio show. Join us every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Radiante 98.3 FM or online at radiante.fm. Enjoy classic rock, insightful interviews with community members, real estate tips, and much more. Don't miss out. There's a special event at Christ Church by the Sea on Sunday, October the 6th at 4 p.m. for the blessing of the animals in honor of St. Francis of Assisi. Bring your pets on leashes or in crates to receive a blessing and help support spay and neuter programs in Puerto Vallarta. For more information, visit christchurchbythesea.org. Looking for a spooky good time this Halloween? Join the pirate crew aboard the Miragalante, Puerto Vallarta's very own pirate ship. Feast, drink, and compete in the best costume contest for a chance to win treasure. It's a haunted night full of fun and surprises. Book now at pirateshipvallarta.com and claim your discount before it vanishes. At CPS Media, we are thrilled to announce the upcoming second edition of the CPS Media and Hospital CMQ Fun Run for a Cause. That's right, walk or run with us for distances of 3 and 5 kilometers on Sunday, October 27th at 7 a.m. in Marina Vallarta. This year, your donation will benefit Recreo Therapies, which provides educational therapies for children with intellectual disabilities or language disorders, and the Caring with Love Love Project by Ángeles en Libertad, an association that supports patients with diabetic foot issues. You can donate hygiene items equivalent to 300 pesos at Calle Proa 111 in Marina Vallarta. Bring your family, partner, and even pets to join the event. That's all for this week's list of events. Now, a message from one of our sponsors, Savvy Control Home.
Imagine a place where control is at your fingertips. Control the lights with the push of a button. Start your day by brewing coffee and awakening your senses. Relax in the jacuzzi. Manage the curtains, cameras, and alarm system effortlessly. Your favorite music plays in every corner. Experience the perfect temperature year-round. Instantly enjoy home cinema. Transform your home into an oasis of tranquility with Control Home. Discover more on our website today. Savvy Control Home, simply simplified.
Well, thank you, Laura, again for that fun Laura's Leisure List segment. Now, there is a story we didn't mention, which was the shooting on Las Juntas because it happened last Monday. But in case you don't know about it, a 55-year-old man, Alvaro Rodriguez Espinosa, died after being shot in an armed attack on Las Juntas, Puerto Vallarta. The incident occurred while Rodriguez was taking his 3 daughters to school. An assailant approached his white SUV and shot through the driver's window, severely injuring him in the neck. Despite 6 hours of medical care, Rodriguez succumbed to his injuries. Authorities suspect the attack may have been linked to a land dispute in Sayulita, Nayarit, where Rodriguez had previously received threats. The gunman fled in a white SUV, and investigations are ongoing. Fortunately, Rodriguez's wife and his daughters were unharmed in the attack. Okay, now after that, we're due for a little good news, right? Well, here's Laura again, the famous one from Laura's Leisure List, with some fun news about the return of the Vallarta Nayarit Gastronomica event.
The 16th edition of the Vallarta Nayarit Gastronomica Festival, one of Latin America's top culinary events, will take place from October 11th to 18th. The festival brings together 60 renowned chefs and 20 mixologists from Mexico, Latin America, and Europe. This year's theme, The Only Constant is Change, will be highlighted through exclusive dinners, wine tastings, gourmet workshops, and live cooking shows. Michelin-starred chefs, including Spain's Dani Garcia and Mexico's Carlos Gaitan, will headline the event. TV chefs such as Pancho Cadena and Betty Vasquez will also participate. The event will be hosted primarily at the Sheraton in Puerto Vallarta, with additional locations in Jalisco and Riviera Nayarit. New this year is a smoke kitchen feature, showcasing trending culinary techniques. Registration is open on the festival's website, offering packages for full access or individual activities. Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas have partnered with a major bank to promote the event to millions of members. With information from Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, Laura Lane, CPS News.
So a pretty cool lineup of events this week at Laura's Leisure List. Which one had your eye?
Well, I love them all, but this last one, the Gastronomica event, I'm so ready for it.
Yeah, and we've had, I like how you click at the food. And we've had a few of these now. I remember covering it last year, but last year I didn't go. This year, I think we need to go.
Yep, we're going this year. So, and if you have any events that you would like to share with us, make sure to send them over to our WhatsApp hotline. And guess what? We have run out of time. So I would like to thank you for being here with us, for getting your information from CPS News with Jesse and Brent. I hope you have a great night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.